Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It's Tuesday, October 5th. We're going to talk about some technical analysis on GameStop, on the SPY, and some option plays we got going on. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We also have a Twitter you can follow us on if you'd like. It's at Happy Money YT. Gonna go over some of the other option plays we have for this bear market. I think we are in. Here's our Discord. It's in the description too. A lot of good insight on there. A lot of good knowledge. People be dropping. So jump on there once you're done watching the video. Got like an hour left. SPY has rallied today, 1.5%. It's just good to see bigger movement days. We had so many months of just mostly just nothing days, and then every like 3 weeks we'd have 3 days of movement and then just nothing. So this past this past month, and then really just this last week we're having big swings. So 1.5% on the market. It's showing the volatility, showing that it's pushing, it's on its way down. It's waiting for something to really get this move going, in my opinion. On a day-to-day basis, we do have a RSI divergence on here. We've got a higher low here on the RSI, and we've got a lower low here on the bottom of these candlesticks. And so that would be a RSI divergence signifying a bullish reversal. And we had that today. I should have seen this yesterday. I got to remember to look at bigger time frames towards market close to see what's actually happening. But with that, you could have seen, okay, today should rally. And now we have today, and it did. And today is setting up, this is a bull flag. It is a bull flag on the hourly. We do have bullish on the MACD. We do have green over the 9 moving average. Everything looks good on that. My only concern is just that we have this kind of resistance we've had here. And but that being said, I feel like we'll probably keep rallying. I think the SPY will probably do something more similar to this like it did back here. I think we'll probably grind up the next couple days, maybe fill in this gap, or maybe not make it that high, but come up a little bit more, probably to where this MACD gets a little closer to the signal line, and then I think it'll dump again. So just like back here, we even got green over the 9 back here, but our MACD never fully got bullish. It stayed bearish. So I think that same thing will happen. So some consolidation and kind of grinding up, I think, before we have another big drop. But a lot of that is based on just this RSI divergence and then just this hourly chart. But again, the only thing that's kind of sketchy about this is that it's pretty much the same as this price action here. So you could say double top, you could say heavy resistance here. But yeah, I think it'll probably still grind up, still come up. I don't have plays on it, not on the SPY. GameStop, on the other hand, we're talking about it finding this support and this kind of wanting it to just hold this 180 moving average, and if it doesn't, it might fall through. We had this day with inverse head and shoulders. Yesterday, still bearish. Today, it's still showing. It's showing a fight, basically a fight for the bulls and the bears on this, which way it's going to go. We had that back here. I mean, that's what those huge dojis are. But as we get closer to this, as we get more time on this moving average, it'll probably start swinging bigger, either kind of up or down. I would say probably this week. But this 9 moving average still hasn't crossed. We do have another today. Looks like it's probably going to close with a big bottom doji, which is, sign of a reversal just on the candle. Don't have any divergences yet on the daily. On the hourly, we do on the MACD. We've got this MACD divergence, so higher on the MACD than the price action. So here's a little higher, then that's lower. This is lower, and that's higher. So this is going up, this is going down. And kind of the saying I say is MACD is always right. even though sometimes it's not. But if it's trending up, this might keep coming down, but this will only trend up so long before this reverses and price action goes up with it. So it makes me think on this, when I zoom in a little bit on this hourly, that we will grind up this 180 and we're not going to fall through it. Even though today, I mean, we have a full bodied candle and wicked candle below that 180. The big deal is the moving average crossing more so than just the candlesticks. But yeah, this week's getting pretty gnarly. It could explode to the upside, or it could explode to the downside still. We're just kind of setting up for that, I think. And today we're having some swings intraday. You know, today went all the way down to 166. It'll go up all the way up to 173. So that's a pretty big swing today. Looks like it's gonna close. I mean, we'll see. We've got a whole hour, I guess, but I had a little volume spike in here at one point, and I'll go over the options kind of when I time those. Still low volume, 1 million volume, probably close at like 1.25 on volume. Max pain this week I think is 175. So it's early for max pain, but maybe it's not. Maybe we'll grind and hit max pain again. Available shares on iBorrow, it was low. Oh, it's even lower now. So it's at 0.6, now it's down to 0.5 and 5,000. I don't know. Yeah, this is our 180 moving average. Let's see, it's at 174, so it's almost right at. We might just get pinned on this thing and close basically max pain. Might just be a really tight consolidation week until a heavy breakout one way or the other. With the market, it looks like it looks like it's gonna have a little rally here short term, and then probably come down, and we'll see what GameStop does. GameStop's been pretty resilient to the SPY dropping, at least. It's valued, and it kind of moves more with, I would say, value stocks. You know, other brick and mortar type ones, or more safety stocks, honestly. At some point, it might be more into tech. It might rotate in and out with tech. But what I've noticed with it is it pretty much sticks more as a value play, which is good. Those are typically safer assets. But anyways, yeah, let's go over the options. Some of the options we did today. Our history on here. Sold, SPY, closed. Was that yesterday? Yeah, I think this was closing out from yesterday. Must have been. I don't remember doing that. So I did covered calls. I opened up covered calls. I actually got a pretty good timing on it. So covered calls is basically if you have 100 shares, you can sell one covered call. And with that call, you receive a premium that you sold. And you have an expiration date. I sold them for this week. And I gave myself a 185 strike on it. And I sold them actually right here. So I was able to top ticket. The premium I received for that at that point was here $120 a contract. No, that's commissions. Submit fee price $147 a contract or to sell that covered call. And I sold 8 of them, so it was $1,100 in premium, in credit, in money, and I have to sell my position if it closes above my strike price of 185 on expiration. Yeah, 185. I sold it here, it came down here, and then the contract had lost about 30% of its premium. So down here, I bought it back for basically 30% less than I sold it for and netted the difference. So that's kind of how I've been doing these intraday covered calls. I don't really want to hold covered calls overnight. I've done it some. Just don't sleep very good. No, I'm just kidding. I sleep fine either way. But I've tried not to have exposure overnight just in case there's news. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of price action overnight out of nowhere, but I really don't know. I don't want to be sitting on low premiumed covered calls if I don't have to be. That being said, I mean, like I said, there's been times I have. This looks good on the hourly, actually, this chart. We've got this, it kind of did this little false breakout to the downside right here in the MACD, and then now it's coming back up, and we've got two hourly bars bullish on the MACD. Yeah, and this is also kind of it's a higher low. This wick down here is lower, but the bodies of these candles definitely higher. This is higher floor than this, so it's trying. It's definitely trying. So did the cover calls and bottom back to close, so now we're just sitting on the puts we've sold and then our shares, and that's all I did for today, which is good. Over trading is definitely a big problem. If you have the time, you're in front of your computer all day, it's way too easy to just over trade. So that's something that I've had to learn over the years of just being able to trade and having capital to trade and not trading with it. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on today. Netflix having a big breakout, Huckleberry claiming it. We'll see on that one. We do have so my Datadog position is a short position, but Datadog today, epic rebound. I opened it early. I opened it yesterday. I was like, this is kind of a bear flag, and I still have the same belief in it. We've got a bearish MACD. We've got red under the 9. I think this thing's going to keep coming down, but today's a pretty big rebound, and I'll show you that play. That one. So that one's kind of big. It says it's a huge spread on it. So this thing swings all over the place, but it's a 137, 138 call credit spread. So we need it to be down below 137 by Friday. I think it could be. I think it'll keep kind of coming down following this 9 moving average as a resistance. So I think it will be, but I just wish I opened that play today instead and received 60% or so more premium for it. Because see, I sold it for 46 cents a contract. Today I could have received almost $1 a contract. So would have been almost twice as much, more than twice as much. Datadog's my bearish play, kind of bearish tech play. I also have puts on it. Those I have more time for. Those are the 10th. We have the UVXY calls. This Ater position is long. Hood position is long. Our bank plays, of course, are down today. Everything's rebounding. VIX is down. Yeah, I don't really hedge a whole lot. Thanks for watching, guys. That's what I got for you. We will see you tomorrow. Peace out.